Hello, can you hear me? This is weird. So guys, I'm going to move the chat window onto the main window, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it there all the time. I did used to have a sort of transparent chat thing, but it's since cocked up. But I'm going to leave it there for now. Big delay. Okay, there's going to be a big delay. I guess that makes sense. I'll just talk, shall I? I shall just talk. In fact, I better move that chat window somewhere where I can see it because it's not pinned. But I'll drag it across every now and then if someone says something particularly interesting. But then I guess you're all able to see that anyway. Hi guys. I'm just looking through the list. Jared, Verdi Rodriguez Diamond. How are you? Lissalile 70. Nice to see you again. We're always communicating offline. Thilo. I'm not going to pronounce surname, but it's an excellent one. Let's. I'm just going to sort of crack on. I've got a new PCB here. Basically, I'm laying out. I've kind of borrowed some of this footprint library. Actually, I've got to make sure I appropriately add the respective things to the guys who spent a lot of time drawing that ST FM microcontroller. So you may or may not know the Booby board uses a PIC microcontroller, and we have a lot of Booby boards, and a lot of them going out this weekend because they're in the back of his box. However, Tilo, good to go. Thanks, Tilo. And what I want to do was that I needed to design a more advanced Booby board for another project. In fact, I needed to design another piece of hardware for another project, and that's mainly a CAN bus interface. So as I was sort of playing with it, laying it out, everything, I just thought, well, screw it. We can just add a few more pins and make an ARM Cortex version of a Booby board. That's using this STM32F04 chip. And it's pretty low bomb count, so it's like, what the hell, let's just do it. And also, not only that, the Booby board itself will have CAN bus, so that means you'll have up to 1 kilometre worth of bus that you can hook Booby boards in. So it makes it very much IoT friendly. So that's basically where I am with that. So I think though, Tilo, because you answered my mispronunciation of your name, then clearly you can hear me. But yeah, just shout if I'm coming across too quietly. So the PCB is basically laid out. I sort of spent a couple hours, got that done. But my main area of concern is the board layout. And Tilo, look what I've been doing. I've been doing the ground plane. But as we know, inside Eagle, it always helps to shift the ground plane off the board until you've finished your auto routing. Otherwise, it's going to totally freak out. So I'd just like to describe some of the features of the board before I just show you what I'm actually up to. It's dual-footed for USB. So the reason it's got a USB on the bottom here, in the vertical plane, as well as one on the side, is that because it's got a CAN bus header on one end and then the USB on the other, you could just use it as a dongle with some heat shrink. So that's kind of an inline mode. And then you've got the USB on the back end here with the LEDs, and that's to make it footprint compatible with a Booby board, which clearly I don't have immediately to hand. They're all over on the shelf. So it can still be entirely footprint compatible with the Booby board. And you can see here it actually has all of the essential items being brought out on the pins. So that includes the voltage in. It says VBAT here, but this is whatever voltage is being supplied to it for primary pins. Ground and 3v3. So if you provide a ground and V in here, it'll actually go through the internal regulator and give it the 3v3 supply that the whole board's using. Booby board generally is 5 volts, although it is 3v3 tolerant. This board is 3v3, so there's that other little gotcha. But then, what isn't 3v3 these days? That's why we've done that. You've got a number of pins that are hooked up to the ADCs and things like that. You do have an RX and TX pin here, and although they're not labelled there in the net, they're actually labelled on the back of the board, so you'll see it's compatible with the Booby board's RX and TX pins too. So this is just basically a board for people who just want to go to that next level. So I think Booby boards are pretty bloody good, and I use them a lot. Same as Baby Boomers, just all over the place. But this is for the sort of person who wants that SPI or I squared C or extra UARTs to be able to bring them out. So this does it all basically. This chip's a bloody good chip. And also, of course, it does CAN bus. So this is what you can see here. This area here, I'm just going to select it with the group. That area, just there, that's the CAN transceiver. So, well, yeah, I guess it is a CAN transceiver. It's like the signal shifter for CAN. So that'll probably be populated on all boards. It doesn't have to be. It could be removed to remove BOM costs, but if it's anything like the booby board, I get the booby board mass produced. So when I do order the booby board, it's in units of 50. So I'll probably get 50 of these if I can get enough people on board. I'll probably order 10 and prototype and hand make them, and then we're good to go. I mean, I'm not so naive to think there won't be an error somewhere on the board or something I could do better. Now, these pins, of course, these chips have way more I/O. They've got really great I/O on the ST chips. They're really multiplexed nicely. So you can just sort of lay out your circuit and then say, great, everything will just work out, because there's always a UART somewhere handy. So unfortunately, there's more pins than on the chip than I have on the booby board header. So you'll see these here in these areas here. I'm just going to again try to group select. An eagle might freak out and rip the boards up, the PCBs up. But you can see here, bang, 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 these 5 there. And then down here, you'll see these other 4 test points. Those are just additional ADC lines and IO lines, GPIO lines that I could just get out easily. You can see it's a pretty dense design, so there's not much scope for bringing out some of these other pins. But I just brought out what I could. So even if you want to experiment, that's, you know, if you're like me, you can get down there with your little bit of Kynar and touch it off a test pin. You will at least be able to, you know, for experimental purposes, get some additional I/O if you need some. So Jared says, what are the unconnected pins? Are you talking about these pins here, Jared? And I appreciate there is a 20-second delay, and you might have already heard the answer to that. But these pins here, the test points, are actually pins that just go to general purpose I/O that you can use. And if it's these unconnected pins, it's tricky. These ones can be, I don't know, to be honest with you. I'll show, actually, let me show you. I can show you what they are. Anything really where I don't have a tab. So you can see here, so there's a reset pin, which we're not going to bother using. You've got 3 channel C bus pins on there. You've got this PF0, PF1. I think these might be timer interrupts, but also external clock crystal chip inputs, but so we're not bothering to use those. But the ones that we are using, you can see I've got 4 ADC pins coming straight out to the booby board header, an additional 4 then coming out to test points. You've got your SCL SDA, so those are your SPI bus. Am I correct here? Am I going mental? Or rather, no, that's I2C. You've got D+- for USB. Of course, this is a USB transceiver on this chip, so that's coming out there. You've got some programming pins here, this SWDO and SW clock. Those also, though, double up as RX, TX for serial communication. A couple of LEDs that are on board are driven off those 2 pins there. You've got your RX and TX from your CAN bus. And then you've got your, this is your SPI bus here, SEK, MISO, MOSI. So you've got everything you need. And they're brought out to these connectors here, again, in a sort of booby board compatible layout. You can never get enough. But what I figured on this was, if you're going to run out of ADC inputs on your chip, you're not going to freak out, because you can just add additional analog to digital converters on SPI or I2C anyway. You know, so that's what's cool about this. So you can have also a chain of booby boards daisy chained on the CAN bus, and the end one can be either connected to a Raspberry Pi or a PC or something, and acting as your gateway into your, say, Wi-Fi or something like that. So it's really going to be quite a good board. Yeah, Arduino compatible. I think if you check, I know that there is an Arduino hat for the ST. ST have made their own hat for the Arduino accessories, but it's an ST chip. I very much doubt it's compatible with Arduino's programming languages and whatnot, but it certainly it's going to use their accessories. Yeah, I would like to be one day compatible with somebody else. I know I just keep rolling my own, and that's why I'll never be successful, because I keep just reinventing the wheel, really. But yeah, maybe, Jared, one day, you know. But I just build these things normally to suffice for my needs at the time, but I'm definitely got to move that direction. So I'll tell you the problem I've got now. It's not really a massive problem, but you can see I've added the top layer silk screen. So I've put Booby Cortex in the corner. It's funky time over here. And then on the back layer, I've got the basically pin label. So what I'm thinking, does it use a high level language? I think ST provides a really fun interface. ST's giving you apparently it's quite graphical how it works, and they've really simplified it. I think generally it's C or Java or something. Oh, another purchase, another bloody purchase, Ray purchase. There you go. Jared has preempted what I'm trying to do though. That is to get the label on the back. I want a back office show logo on the back. I want a Booby Bird logo. Can I just stop these bloody notifications? They drive me nuts. Right, I'm just going to stop these notifications because they are, as I said, driving me absolutely tonto. Oh, bollocks to it. Right, let's just continue. Now, does anybody on the internet land, can they remember how to add these logos and things to your board? I do remember it was a particularly tricky process. I'm just going to try to find some graphics here. So I've got my channel art avatar, which I'm just going to copy somewhere, and I'm going to copy it into my Booby Cortex. Fuck off notifications. Pardon my French, but they just drive me nuts. I've just told it to block notifications and it's still sending them. Just going to delete them all. Remove. Do bear with me, I do apologise. I'm just removing Google notifications. Although it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, you bastard sending me stuff just to notify me now. Just to wind me up. Right, so I'm getting my... I said it's remove them and it says they're all blocked. Right, so I'm getting my channel art avatar. I've pasted it here. Okay, so Electron, what are the minimum trace drill width size PCBs manually are doing? So I can't remember exactly, but I'm going for a here 0.25 mil. That's my sizes I'm going for right now. I think I'd like to be a little bit bigger, but I think we'll go with that. Yeah, I tell you what, are you bastards? You really are. next person who pops up will win a prize. How about that? I can't I'm going to play with you on that one. Right, I'm just trying to load up GIMP in another window. I've got this here and I'm trying to load up GIMP because I'm just going to try to just get the channel art into some other sort of format. GIMP. Is it me or is GIMP just never gets faster? It always takes the same amount of time to load no matter what you're doing. It's still just churning away. Come on. I have to admit though, I am doing some I'm going to pull this onto the screen for a bit while GIMP is loading. I have to admit I am rendering a video in the background as well, so there's a few things going on. Now, if I recall, what you have to do is load all the damn fonts. I have to bring in a image and then I have to turn it into something else. Oh, what the hell's that one now? That's Steam. That's not even Discord. England just won the cricket. Is that true? Don't follow cricket, but if we have, excellent. Jared, this is a 2-layer board. If if I click Steam, then everybody will see what my Steam ID is, and then you're all going to spam me. Okay, so Simon Locke, I will give you a booby board. Not a booby board. You've already got one of those off me. I'm going to get you a baby boomer. That will be your prize. So this is the image we're going to use. Hey, Sarab Khan, I would say. Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to give you the Steam. I'm not gonna. I'm not going to give you the Discord because I'll hear shouting in my ear then, and that'll really throw my mind. So look, okay, guys, it's time for you to help me out, right? So give us a I might do it on the router, Jared. I've got 0.3 milling capability though, so I think the distance though between these two is too small. Can anybody remember how to do this? I do think we have to run a script that will turn the picture into basically wires. It turns them into wires on the top silk screen layer or bottom silk screen layer. But I can't remember how you frigging do it. It's been a little while since I designed the booby board last. But I'll get there. I was hoping that Tilo would know because he's been playing with Eagle right now. But import bimp up. Okay, so where am I going for import bit up? Scripts. Run ULP, I guess. There we go. Import bump. Right. So before we import the bump, let's export a bump. So I'm going to take this image and I'm probably going to invert it, I suspect. Nice color scheme. And then I'm going to turn it into a 1-bit image, if I can remember how. Colors? No, I thought... mode. Yeah, I'm kind of halfway there. Recently closed. There we go. I long for the days of Paint Shop Pro 3. Boom! How's that? Indexed. Okay. 2000 by 2000 monochrome. I'm guessing I need it inverted though from this. Shit, which should it be? Should it be white on black or black on white? my mind is blown now. Canvas size. Just use paint, yeah. Scale image. 2000. Oh, it's 2000 by 2000 already. Fine. So file, export as channel art logo bw dot bump. Okay, that's fine. I don't need the alpha channel right now. So I'm going to move this over there, out the way. Yeah, Paint Shop Pro. I really quite liked... oh, frig off, Eagle. Eagle, I meant GIMP. I really quite like PSP Paint Shop Pro 3. That was like the best one. And then they went a bit more fancy with layers and stuff. What is this? Sheet. Okay. Oh, so I've got to find where I saved that file. No problemo. Boom. Okay. I'm going to go with scan used colors because that's going to do something. It's thinking about it. Holy smokes. I'm just looking for white. Black and white. Is that what I want to do? Or just the white? Okay. Okay. I'm just going to go with defaults right now. What does show? Oh, where's it going to put it? Over everything else. Okay, so we've got a script now to bring it in. Ah! Yeah, okay, that's not where we wanted it. Fine, I'm just going to do Control Z. And it doesn't work. It says nothing to undo. Okay, watch this. When you try to move it, it's literally a slice, like a line. Let's see if I can... No, don't save that. Cool. Okay. I think we were pretty much on the right track there. It's just a setting. Oh, hang on. Look, you can say import bitmap right from import now. What does that do? Oh, maybe that's just because that was a script I just ran. Nice one. We'll try no scan this time. See if it's quicker. Yeah, white. That's all I want. Go. I like this. This is working out. But how do I Okay, so you have to choose the starting layer and you have to have the scale factor for the pixel. So that's absolutely fine. Just want to see which layer we want it though. So we're going to want it in the bottom silk screen. And I think that could be in B.Q. We could put it. Hey Julian, nice to see you, sir. We are exploring Eagle, and I don't know if anyone else on there have a look at Julian's stuff. He knows what he's doing half the time. Unlike me. But thank you very much for joining the channel. That's it's like a superstar of YouTube on here. Come on then, somebody shout out. Is it B.Q or B position or B name? Where should I be putting it? What would be your best guess? Let's go B.Q anyway. So layer 52. Just going to make a note of that. So we're going to put it on layer 52. Unless anybody else shouts out in the meantime. And this is the actual trial version of Eagle because my license is only for version 5. So I might come a cropper. Oh, no, let me move that out of the way. So I'm just moving that out of the way because we knew it puts the image straight in the middle where we don't want it. So we're going to have another little play. Let's try to bring that in. No scan. Click that. It's like a gaming video, this one, isn't it? So layer, we're going to put in layer 52 this time. Scale factor. It seemed to me to be at least 4 times as big. Or was it? Maybe twice. Let's try quarter, 0.25. And again, I'm writing down all of these because I definitely don't want it to mess. See what it says. So format DPI. Oh, you can choose. Scale or DPI, millimeters. X scale, X equals 2000 pixels. Go away, Steam. Right. Again, it doesn't really help you. It's giving you these different ratios and all sorts, but they don't really make any sense to me. X is 2000, scale value. Okay, I'm just going to put 0.25 again on this one on millimeters. I'll make a note of that. And I just realized something too. Just assuming that is on the B.Q. That's good, but that okay. Let's not panic. That's fine. We don't want it there. Clearly, but I can just delete that this time. I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, it took away my bloody ground plane. No problem. We just won't save that. I think we need to load it back up in Eagle again because we need to actually invert the image. Oh, Tilo, what you think? If I put a negative, perhaps it will do what I need that way. That's probably a good idea. So as this is loading, I just want to sort of explain something as well to those guys if you haven't tried CAM as in computer aided machining. This experience you're seeing now is very similar to that, where it's a lot of bloody trial and error in the tooling. You're just messing around in this stuff till it works, and that's the one bit that makes that little bit harder for the home hobbyist to sort of just jump into it. How about putting 4 in? Doesn't? Yeah, I'm going to try the 4. I just want to do the flipping. However I do that, the mirror. Here we go, mirror. Boom. I think that's about right. Should be right. Overwrite that. Again, shut down GIMP. GIMP seems to be running quite quickly now. Again, I'm just going to select all of this and move it. If you're doing Eagle though, make sure you're using Control and right click to do the group functions. It's really crazy. There we go. It's kind of out of the way. Import bitmap again. Yet again. Got our backwards drawing there. We're going to no scan. We're going to select the white. Right, we were in millimeters before and we said to do layer 52. That looked pretty good actually, that bit. So the scaling factor. All right, I'm going to go for the 4 this time. Ah. The value of 8 in coordinate range. So maybe we just didn't do enough that time. We did 0.25 and it was mental. How about we'll just take this as a sort of arbitrary small number and see what it does. Okay, processing. Am I going to be making some more CNC videos? Yes, indeed. There are. Oh, look, that's kind of better. That's almost right. Yes, sir. I am making some CNC videos, just in case anybody's watching this later on. You can see that's the message there. I do have a few going on at present, so they're going to be on the channel soon. What do you think, guys? That back office logo does seem a bit too titchy. I think we'll just give it another quick go now that we know what we're doing, and we'll get it. I'd like to get that probably. There we go. Probably at least double that size. Switch. Import bitmap. So when you say CNC videos, is there anything particular about CNC you'd like to see? Because if there is, I could try to focus that on there for you. Layer again 52, just doesn't remember the settings. So that was 0.0025 we just did. So I'm going to knock off a 0, see what happens. You can see I'm doing it in a very scientific way. Oh, my phone's rattling away. Who's that? Oh, lots of people asking prizes. Jared, yeah. In answer to your email, yes, you can have a prize. So that's too big. 1/3 time lucky, hopefully. I'm just thinking one last thing. Any opinions at home? If I put that back office logo as is, it's going to be facing that way. Do you feel I should rotate it 90 degrees at this point, seeing as we're still messing around? I could just get it rotated so it's going to be with the X bit where it says back office near these pins, or do you think it's just not worth messing around with? Bitmap one last time. Come on. I'm also, while I'm messing around with this, if anybody wants to ask any questions about Eagle in general or PCB manufacture, I'm going to be 0.0025. That was the one that was too small. We knocked off a 0, but that was too big. Have it same orientation as my text. Well, if you look at the bottom layer, the text is kind of, there isn't really any at the minute, but I see what, yeah, you're right. It's bloody, when you're right, you're right. You're right, you're right. Okay, I shall just do the last rotation in Eagle. It's a GIMP. PCB milling would be good. Okay, I will do PCB milling. Did anybody of you catch my video on my found PCBs, or I found some PCBs in an old box, and it did include some of my original milled ones. I thought that was quite fun, and that was on the CNC machine that I'd made myself. So there's something quite pleasing about that. Just trying to turn my head. See, yeah, I think that's the way we're going to go for at the moment. I think that's fair. Let's export that. So have a good look. If you're doing this at home, you're going to be needing to do all this rotating and messing around. Discard changes. If you're ever doing your board, by the way, at home, don't lay it out with the pins on the side here. That was a mistake on my part this time around. It's really not worth trying it. Just for this exact reason that you have to rotate everything. FPGA logic. £115. Yeah, I'm not really into... I've used to work with that kind of chip where you'd have the chip was like many tens of pounds. I don't think we paid £115 for a chip, apart from maybe one of the is it, I want to say Spartan FPGAs, but no, I'm sticking to micros. Right, could someone come on? Someone give me a value, please, to put in this box. I'm really kind of my mind's blown. You dare me to cut aluminium? Can you see that? That's anodizing on a USB reader, SD card reader, and that is aluminium. That's just not just regular aluminium. That's hard anodized. So yeah, I can mill hard anodized. So come on guys, give me a number. 0.0025 was too small. 0.025 was too big. So getting rid of a 0 was no good. My mind is a bit frazzled now. If I add, I don't know. I'm doing that really horrible. As for the factor, okay. 0.01. Thank you, sir. Boom. Ah, that is looking sweet. I think we might be there. So what I'm going to do after I hopefully successfully get this into place, I'm going to go through and put the ground planes on and then put in any through-hole vias. So you're in for a real treat if you're into watching vias being laid. Oh look at these. It's just each one is like a single pixel line. Damn it, that's nasty. Oh look, there's actually a address there as well of what the piece is. Can you imagine someone's CNC router is going to have to try to cut around that? So let's see if we can move this into place. I don't think there's not even a group option. You can move stuff as a group, but you can't group it. So once you've spat it here, once you... Oh, shit. Pardon my French. I think I'm just going to get rid of the back office from it. Once you place that, it's going to be merged. Oh, B.Q. I'll see what layer these are in and see if I can move them if I didn't move them in the right layer. That looks sweet. That looks awesome, actually. B.Q, yeah, we're in B.Q. So all that fannying around there with the logo, but I guess the control pad would be the wrong way around if I hadn't taken that time. So I could put it, where would I put it? I'm just trying to imagine. I want it on the up this side, I guess, because I'm going to put Booby Cortex in some stylized writing at some point. Oh, we don't want it there though. You've got through-hole components. That'll mess up its lovely features. Screw it. I'm just going to put it here under the USB. Bang! That's it. That's it laid. Right, let's do some the eye tool. Let's do some ground plane. So basically, I just want to show you where I've got with the board. The board's actually been all routed, laid out, everything like that. So it's going to pass DRC check, apart from these weird ones which are saying angle. You can ignore those. Clear all. And don't put the ground plane in until you've done all of that, because it will never manage to sort of either auto route, and you want a bit of auto routing normally. I kind of auto-routed most of this board, which means it's really bad. I've got a lot of RX and TX lines that aren't the exact length, but because it's not audio, it's not too much of a problem. So if I recall now, if you hit the auto-route button, even though it's all done, it should just, there you go, bang. So you can see it's updated that. Job. So that's pretty much it, but you can see there's loads of areas. I'm going to move up to a really obvious area. See how that's all kind of crap? And Tilo, this is what you were looking at earlier. Thanks, Electronash. I know I'm not answering you while I'm talking, but I am looking at that. I am absorbing that for me. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. If you do remember how to do blind vias, that would be useful, because I kind of have since forgotten how to do a blind via in Eagle. So that's probably about normal via side. Well, you could do a 0.3, but the blindness of a via, though, I just can't darn remember how it's doing that. But yeah, I'll just put one there. So what you've got to do is put down your via and connect it to ground. So if you just literally just put in ground, bang, you see how it's just connected up the two ground planes. So then it's really nice, because after you've done that, you can use the clone, which I believe is that. They've changed the icons in the version of Eagle since I last used it. And you can just sort of dot them around. And actually, if you're doing it, join your ground planes all over the place, really. If they're not charging you for the vias, then just don't skimp on them, because otherwise you're creating basically antennas. So just put them wherever you want, and I'll show you why we do this. So I'm just going to pop one there to show you what you do. Hit auto route, hit continue, and you see what it kind of reevaluates it. Well, it's taken its time this time. And then you can just click cancel. But you see it's done the actual bit you wanted, which is just update the drawing. There might be a better way of updating the drawing, but I've always sort of reverted to sort of nasty trickery like that. So you can just get one here. Look, this one should make a big difference there. That will make a big difference, because they're totally unconnected at the bottom on those areas. If you're really lucky, you probably squeeze one in a few odd places, but we'll come back to those after. It's not that important, especially in a small design like this. But it just helps if you're ever going to get your board certified, because you've got to put it through RF testing or something. Having these in there can be the difference between it passing and failing, and you don't want it failing in a test, because you pay money for that. Just do it anyway. Let's get a few more here. One there around the USB. Can we get one in here? It's a bit naughty, a bit near the edge, but I think so. Okay, I think that's probably, I think we could get one here. Yeah. Sometimes with these places you could reroute. I'm just not going to bother. Right, let's see how far we've got. Maybe tented vias. The ones where it's just covered, basically. There's no hole, or the hole is just blocked over. I think it's actually probably just done in the solder resist layer. It might be done in the solder resist layer. There you go, tinted. I can't even remember what a blind via is actually, though. So, hello, Alex.
Hello.
Look, we're on the internet live. People are watching Daddy right now. Do you want to come and say hello? Come on, here we go. See the camera?
Yeah.
You can wave and say hello.
Hi.
Can I do anything for you while you're here?
Yeah.
What would you like? I tell you what.
Draw a picture.
Well, you can draw a picture in a minute, but why don't you take this? This is Thor, and go play with Thor, okay?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go on, off you go. Go have fun. See you later. Okay, sorry about that. Right. So, okay, let's see if there's any more we can squeeze in while we're here. One there. I kind of feel this bottom board, the bottom layer looks like it's got loads of gaps on it, but at the same time, I think we're good. So Electron Ash, if you've done a board recently, what's your opinion on this? I mean, it's good to put them in where you can, where it's easy. But if it's any kind of real effort to sort of figure it out, do you just go, it's not worth it? No, Alex, it's 1821, 621. Go play with that. That's a stopwatch.
What's a stopwatch?
It's I'm having a dual conversation here now about stopwatches. Okay, I think I'm going to get one in here.
What is that?
That's a circuit.
green things?
The green things are wires, Alex.
Wires.
Wires.
Wires. What's wires?
This is Electronics 101 here.
What are you making?
Okay, right.
It's 36p. 36p.
Yes, thank you very much.
46p.
Okay, let's just go with the whole. See you later. Let's lie 70.
106p.
Alex, please. Daddy's trying to work here. Daddy wants to get this done and sent to the prototyping place. Okay. Oh, what? No, I think that's okay. I'm just moving this back. I would quite like to rotate it, but I'm trying to remember how you rotate it.
What's rotating thing?
Okay. Go on, Alex. There you go.
What's rotating thing?
Right. Is it possible to rotate a group, please?
What does rotate mean?
Oh, I'm getting invaded. I should have locked my door. Rotate. Here we go.
What? I was looking for this, Daddy.
Okay. Got an office invasion here. Boom, boom. Oh, what? I'm gonna have to. I wish I could port my license over to this version. So you've got an invisible bounds in the free version of Eagle, which I'm clearly hitting. Yeah, I'm very. I'm definitely not this patient normally, only because I'm on camera.
Dada,
Yes.
I'm on the table.
Yeah, please get off my table.
Why?
Because it's not meant for you to be sitting on.
Why? Because it could break.
It could break, and then I'm going to get angry at you. And I don't want to be angry. You're not going to like me when I'm angry. So I think that's looking pretty good. Has anybody got any opinions on this board? Do you think I should just do a little bit more, or are we ready to send this off?
Fun?
Come on now. You're jogging my hand. And that makes me angry. Hey, stop it now. So for those you can't see, Alex is actively now moving the mouse in my hand, which is normally naughty and can possibly be followed up by a slap, depending on how much you mess up my drawing.
What are you making? What are you making?
I'm making a circuit.
Circuit what?
It's a circuit. It's a robot. Can you go draw a picture of a robot for me so we can decide how we're going to fit it?
Oh.
Because we need to know how many engines we need to build.
How much? 1. 2.
Right, so I'm going to have a look at that. Hey. Don't use up my paper.
That one?
No, you can't.
Why? Is it poison?
It's a fountain pen.
Why is it poison?
Because it can go in your finger and the ink will go in your blood and you'll die.
Oh, that's why. If you open the pen.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the wires. I'm just going to do the last routing, then we'll just work out how we're going to get them.
How much engines does a robot have?
No, yeah, Ash, I'm the same. I don't like to see any... All right, here's your piece of paper. Now go, please. Out. Come on. Out. Shut the door behind you. Go. Go. Woo! Okay, good. Apologies for that. I almost would slap him. I have been known to slap him, but not not on the face. They do get a clip from time to time, I have to admit. I do. I don't know. I've got a pretty low threshold temper, but I don't like to repeat myself. Yeah, if it's If something happens more than once, then I do tend to escalate. Boom. Okay, good. I think we're ready to go. I'm just going to bring the YouTube chat back now so I can. Yeah, let me know. Over you go. Is that how people treat their kids? Come on, you've got kids, a lot of you. Am I being totally normal, or am I? You know, I do wonder sometimes. I don't feel like I'm a sort of modern parent, which I'm, you know, just put them on the naughty step and say, please be a good boy. DRC setup. Where am I? Sorry, I'm just trying to find the DRC setup window. Did lose my chat window. Let's put that over here again. DRC setup. I'm a bully. I'm not a bully. I used that. Do you like that whole G'ing him up? Come on, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, go, go, go. They love that. Oh, I've just seen something that's annoying me now. What I feel, I don't know if you've seen this, I kind of feel that could be better. I'm just going to change. Let's give us this. I kind of, if I can get this here, I'll be able to get a ground plane coming through. Boom. I think that's going to be okay. Let's copy one of those. Plop that right there. Hit it with the auto route. Bang. So yeah, so throwing them out literally. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've certainly. I remember what happened to me as a kid if I played up, and I think our kids get away with absolute murder in comparison now. Right. I'm just going to have a look now to see how to adjust the DRC rules after I finish this one bit, so then I can get those wires tented. The reason you want to tent them too is that it just looks cool. It looks really nice when you've done it. Just a bit of professional finish. So options, masks, limit. Options, no. DRC rules. Design rules, here we go. Masks, limit. Oh, it's in bloody mils. I don't know. Stop masks generated for SME pen that have drill diameter that exceeds the limit. Stop masks. Stop masks. Alex.
No, I joined the robot.
Okay, thank you. But I'm on the internet now with everybody. There's a picture of the robot. It's got 3 engines. Thank you very much. Can you put that on the fridge? I'll give you a magnet.
I got 3 engines.
Go on then. Do 4 engines because they have to be nuclear engines.
What's nuclear?
That I need that in my Jaeger. Right. I'm going to change the 2mm because 2 mils into. I'm going to do the maximum of. We did 2.5, I think, was the drill. So I'm going to experiment with that. No, I don't want him to annoy me more. You make me feel guilty as a parent. I spend half my time in here doing stupid YouTube videos, and Daddy, won't you play with us? Please, Daddy, won't you play with us, Daddy? So I'm not sure if that's done it or not, to be honest with you. Silk screen. T silk, T silk, T silk, B silk. I don't know if you really have to worry now. I think if you type this T-stop, it should enable the solder expand. This T-stop. Ha ha ha! I like. Very good. Very good indeed. Alex is banging on the window now. 6 engines! Well done! Woohoo! Can you put it on the fridge for me? Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. Right, I'm going to show you something else real quick then, because it's like we've kind of done, but I kind of want to go and show you what's the next step for me, because I'm not going to bother with the CAM processor, because we used to have to go and make our own drill files and Gerbers and stuff, and because I'm going to get them manufactured by PCB pool, I don't really need to worry right now. But if I was going to do it myself on my milling machine, I will have to do it, because I'd have to generate the G code and all of that myself. So I have to use the computer-aided machining profiles for that. That's probably a bit too beyond what we're going to fit in now, because we'd be here hours, because there's a lot of experimentation. It's probably better I go and play with that offline basically and get it perfected. Cool. Drop your board here. So I've got my another window open with the boards here basically, and these are all your sort of undo files in Eagle. So don't use one of the old ones, just use the new one, which is not that. Where's the friggin' board? I'm guessing that it doesn't have an icon. Doesn't seem to really want you to drop it there either. Let's just select it. Board. Anybody see the friggin' board? Start at the beginning. Eight engines. I think it's got enough engines now. We're gonna run out of stickers. If he comes back in again, I might have to give him a slap. He'll feel the back of my hand, he will. He's laughing at me now. He's literally laughing at me. I can't. Oh, fucking Windows. Type. Board. Cool. Uploaded. Thanks, thanks, Ash. I don't think it's a combination of not seeing it because of my eyes and being a bit tired, and also being distracted by my son, who I want to throttle like Bart Simpson right now. But that's fine. It's generating the views. It's even giving me the stencil. Now I've got a massive collection. You won't believe the collection of solder paste stencils I have, and I've never used them, but I've always ordered them. Yeah, give me that free stencil. Oh, they're backups from previous saves, not undos. I kind of think it's kind of the same-ish thing, isn't it? Probably more useful than undo. So that's what the board will look like if one puts long pin headers on it rather than just little solder jumpers. Oh, sugar, yeah. So the reason of these pin headers here, one is to enable the termination resistor on the end of the CAN bus, and the other is to enable the programming mode. Sheesh. So I'll leave them on. I'm not going to redesign the board just to get rid of the pin header, because we'll work out whether or not we need it. Because what you're not seeing here is you're not seeing the USB things plopped there and the massive 3-pin terminal block that would be sat there. So I think it's fine. If you're running a booby board without the CAN interface and the CAN chip and the CAN terminal block, then yeah, you could remove the pin headers altogether anyway. So that's fine. It's all good. It all works out. So let's see what we could do. So yeah, so Ash is saying there, because on these things you used to have to upload your Gerber files and stuff to these and to the actual output, and then they'd go through and say there's a problem and there's a massive cycle time. Because now you can just send them your Eagle file, it just processes everything, so it works out all the lengths and widths, so you don't even have to do the pricing yourself. So it knows it's 2 layers. Should we put it on a flexi? No. 1. So yeah, I'm going to have the 10. I'm going to put 10 in. Let's see. No, just put the 1. They give you the overstock anyway. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, so I'm going to get 10 out of this. Looks like I'm just ever so slightly wider than the standard. Best use. Come on, 1.6 or 1. I think I'm going to go with 1. What do you think, guys? Let's go for that sort of slim PCB. Let's see if there's a price difference. Net €67. And if I put it onto that one, 60 cents. There's no price difference, so you might as well have the thinner. These 1.6 mil PCBs. Are you sure, Brian? 1.6 PCBs are pretty thick, aren't they? I'm trying to think. When I made the last lot of booby boards, I think I went down to the smaller size because the other ones were so impossibly thick. It doesn't seem like much, but when you make a very small PCB and you make it very thick, it just feels wrong in your hand. Solder mask, yes. Silkscreen, go on. Hey, if you're worried about price, see how it's going to go up once you add the silk screens. Oh, you're going to go make me now go measure a board now. Hang on. Right. Oh, okay. The picture's been added on. Robot. Now there's a picture of me next to the robot. Looking good. Thank you. So this is a PCB sent to me by you, Mr. Simon Locke. And that's one of your bad boys. And that appears to be indeed 1.6. Oh, it's so thick. I don't know. You guys have really got me in a quandary now because... no, I'm going to go for 1. I'm going to go for 1, guys. That's it. Oh, no, I had it on 1. I'm a 1mm type of guy. You and your 1.6. I mean, what's this one? This is an actual Raspberry Pi. This is a Pi 0, and that's 1. 1! Not 1.6. Yay, Alex. Go away! Fuck off. Right. Layout specifications. Minimum track gap size. Yeah, I think we're good for that. Minimum drill end diameter. So we do have... I think we do technically have the vias coming in at 0.25, but I'm not going to do it. What they'll do is if there's an issue, they're going to... they'll complain and they'll just add an extra £5 or whatever because they said, you know, we need to put a different drill bit. 1. Gangulation S 3DS is saying 1. Yeah, and I've just said 1, but you could see here you'll receive a total of 10. They'll give you the over, you know, the overprint. You don't have to explicitly order 10, but if you order more than 10, for example, you might have to pay more because it'll use another part of the PCB. Over delivery, yeah, like hell. Why wouldn't you want that? E-test. I don't need an electrical test. Delivery time. Now, if you want this to start going up again, I kind of do want it in 5 days. To be honest with you, it's not that much more, is it? If you really need it. Simon, who did you get it from? Free stencil? Yep. Assembly? No. I do like that they can assemble them for you if you send them the bill of materials. I mean, that's sweet, right? File format, Eagle, Booby Cortex, free stencil, assembly, no. Maybe, no. Okay, PCB way. So we know how much it's going to cost with PCB pool, so we'll have a quick look at PCB way. Otherwise, I'm going to get... No, you can't come in. I'm busy, please. Please. Go play Super Mario. Right. PCB way. Oh, you're giving me another one. Easy EDA. So let's try PCB way first. Come on, where am I looking? PCB prototype. Do I have to just do it all by hand now? Fuck's sake. At least I can get the size. Let's round it. PCB shopper. I can't believe all these things exist. I'm sure I hit quote now, didn't I? Is it doing something? Okay, well that's thinking. What was that site saying? There's a PCB shopper. Master Brand 2002. Hello. PCB shopper. So that's like a one of those websites, is it, for buying car insurance? Oh my god, I can't believe a price comparison site works with this. Exists. Okay, let's roll with it. You're gonna roll with it. 46 mils. Solder mask. I don't give a flying fudge on that. Yeah, cheapest. It's whatever. Whatever. Smallest diameter of the smallest hole. I have to better check that now. Smallest diameter of the smallest hole. Oh, they're friggin' huge. That's fine. Gold fingers. He's a man. A man with the Midas touch. He'll touch your butts. Do, do, do. Boom! Let's do this thing. Ah! Such a gold finger. I'm not seeing massively cheap here. So tell me, guys, I did everything you asked of me, but it's not coming through with anything particularly interesting. It's interesting that PCB Pool though is saying they're going to do it for £164, whereas I think on their website it's a lot cheaper in euros. Try 1.6, okay. Okay. Let's do it. A bit cheaper. New Zealand, Belgium, South Korea. Oh, I need these PCBs by the end of the week. I'm going to order the bomb on Monday. Everything has to be with me by Friday. So I don't know. I really don't know, guys. 5 days. How long will it take though? Because FedEx is going to send it straight over. So I guess I'd better add the loaded cost with P&P. We didn't add a sort of loaded cost here, did we, for P&P? Oh, cool. It's like got one of those EasyJet price comparison thingies. Number of pieces versus delivery time. Alright, so it's just pretty much based on the price on that one. Not sure it's showing me. I'm just gonna put it in the basket just to sort of pretend so we can see what the shipping would be. 15. So 167 euros. 150 notes. Hi, Danzel. Ah, okay, sorry. Let's go through here. Please change mill for the trace drill sizes. I know that 6mm traces and are the standard. Okay, let's try the easy. I'll just try the easy EDA first, seeing as we haven't done that yet. PCB order. Oh, my gerbil file. Okay, then let's go back again. 46 by 20. 46 by 20. 2 layers, 5 thickness. Fine. I don't know what gold fingers are. What the hell are gold fingers? Hey, Fallout Retexture Project, how are you? Nice to see you on here. It's not giving me a price, guys. Can any user of Easy EDA tell me how it works? Do they quote you online, or do I have to give them a... Oh, gold coatings. Oh, I do like gold coatings, I have to admit. All the booby boards are gold, but then it's just a prototype, so it doesn't matter. Problem is, I could just buy a dip version of that microcontroller and CAN control and just bloody make it by hand. It's only, there's so few glue things on it. The 2 is the price. You think so? Nah. Now, because that's saying that it's 0.2 20 cents. What the actual fudge is going on here? What the hell? $10 for 30. $10 for 30. Shit, what's all the gold? I'm going to put all the options up then. Let's do this shit then. I want a blue PCB now. That was always my color anyway, but it happens to be back office color too. Oh, it's gone up a bit because I wanted blue. Thickness, not changed anything. Oh, lead. Yes, lead. Lovely lead. Where's the gold fingers? Gold fingers. Cost you a bit with gold fingers. But to be honest, it's almost a production board at this point because it's the right colour. Gonna have the gold half cut castellated holes. Oh yeah, I'm not going to do the half cuts. We don't have any on this. No. Panel. Cool. As it should then be around $44 shipped, order 10 boards the other week. Okay, so what was the sort of lead time on that? I guess you just had to wait for the shipping. Yeah, Electron Ash, the booby boards always have gold connectors because you can fit them onto a piece of board or breadboard with pin headers. So I do like that. It's nice. I'm not bothered about saving the extra little bit of money on that, to be honest with you. You know, you don't really need any of it if you just want to go for really vanilla. You don't need the silk screen. You don't. You know, you could probably save quite a lot of money just by turning everything off. But yeah, you know, I don't even know what the chamfered border is. Let's check. Oh, I see. They're actually literally chamfer the edge. Oh, so that's what they're saying, gold fingers, rather than just gold plated. I want everything gold on the board. It doesn't seem to be an option. Oh well, whatever. So now, okay, but you're forcing my hand on the whole friggin' gerbily thing then. I got to do the gerbers, so let's do that then. And now I'm going to have to download a Gerber viewer too. See, this is why PCB pool are cleaning up, because they don't have to do this. Where's the CAN processor? There you go, bastard thing. Right. Oh, my life. How do we do this again? T-stop, holes, P.Q. Just checking all the layers. I think that's all the ones we wanted anyway. Gerber. Was it normal Gerber or one of the other bloody ones? Gerber. Let's pretend that's enough for now. No output specified. File. Test.gerber. Boom. What the frig is a wheel file? You're killing me. RS274X. Oh, that doesn't ask for a wheel file. Let's just go with that one. More than one signal layer active. But if you've got T-stop on, we probably want B-stop as well, do we? Alright, I'll have a look at your robot in a minute. File open job. Right. Does that do it? Ah. Seems to have selected a bunch of stuff, has it? Okay, process job. I'm just going to go yes with everything. Let's just see what it ends up with. I don't think I've got a Gerber viewer on here. I'm pretty sure I don't. Gerber viewer. I'm just going to have a look in the web browser. Gerber viewer. Oh, I did it wrong again, did I? Sorry. File, open. Oh, there is a job. All right. Oh, okay. Right. So you think 274, Ash? I wasn't. Yeah, that's it. I remember that thing where it's putting the file name in for you. Cool. Did you have to put click on each one of these and click process job, or did it? Oh no, I think it. GERB274X. Okay, so I'm just looking here. You get you each separate layers. Yeah, I think you. If I recall, yeah, you had to sort of go through each one, didn't you? Alex, you better go away, or I'm going to totally lose it. I'm just going to go. Oh, I see. It just goes through each one from left to right, does it? No. Look, it sort of moves, jumps the tab across every time, which is kind of annoying. Right. So we probably have a bunch of things in here somewhere. Although, where is it outputting them? Another one of those eagleisms. It just makes eagle such a pain in the ass to use. Where is it put my job? Oh, it is there. File, open, job. So that we have to open the drills. And then process job. Bang. Right. So if you do this at home, unit yourself, you're going to need a Gerber viewer. Gerber. Yeah, this one was pretty good, actually. And despite all the different names of those files, I think they're all basically Gerber data. Actually, I could mill this now. So if I really wanted to, I probably could risk losing, say, 1 day in manufacture and drill it myself. And if that works out, because I only really want the one PCB. Run. Okay. Gerb view. So yeah, if I only really want the one, I could just try that, get away with it. Just going to do by date modified. There we go. If I recall, you could just dump it here like that. Or not. Okay. Maybe you can't do that. Right, not all of them will open, of course, because some of them are drill files and stuff. Look at that. Now, it's really weird. Sometimes until you get to the Gerber, there's some errors that will just make it through the whole rest of the thing until you get to here, and then you'll see it and you'll really get annoyed. So here's something weird. You can see there's a load of these numbers going in. What layer is that? This PLC layer. So we want to turn off. We don't need the labels for those test points. So I'm just going to get a pen and paper and write that. Remove TP labels. Well, we can just do it now, actually. That looks quite cool. Where's our booby board logo? So I think there's a layer we haven't done, which is the bottom solder mask. Let's try one at a time. Nothing on there. Yeah, we don't have our funky logo output either. So the reason you've got to be so cautious with this is because when you've basically done it and you send it to those PCB places, depending on how G'd up their engineer's going to be, they might just print it exactly as you've got it, and you'll be really bloody disappointed because it'll be mental. Right, so I've just turned on the T names and B names. You can see those TP things here. Just trying to work out how I select those. So they're for here. Okay. So we're going to have to smash, which is this now. Bang, 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 bang. Smash those labels. And frankly, I'm almost to a mind just to sort of delete these, but let's see if we can just give them a sensible size. Let's try that. And we've got them here. We're using them here to see what size we've got here. We're doing a 0.48% on the font, so we can do the same here. Oh, it's just not even a friggin' value here. 0.48%. Be close enough. Just move all these bloody things out of the way. Okay. Let's deal with them one at a time. So this is a weird thing as well. You've got these weird ratios. Oh, Tilo, yeah, I'm just going to go with the back office logo. I think that's fine, but I didn't see the back office logo in the actual cam output. I think I didn't take the appropriate layer, but we'll put it on this time. And this. I don't know if you heard that. My son is standing on a ladder type thing outside the window, banging on the window, trying to annoy me or really get my attention, and he just fell off. Like I hear the massive thump, but he's been a real trooper about it. He's not let on. Oh, come on, you piece of shit. This is bloody bollocks. Daddy, why don't you love me anymore? It's just mental, this interface. You just don't know what you're clicking on half the time. 0.4. So I'm trying to select... fucking fur. Right, tell you what, let's just calm down, deal with the ones we can deal with right now. And then deal with this last bastard shitting thing. Layer interesting. You can do a spanner, change size, and change the whole group. I didn't know you could do that. Can't you hide the... yeah, you can hide the layers, but it's bloody hard to get them back. I wish they did a layer sort of... like a... Ah, look, I got it. Yahoo! A user sort of customizable layer thing, so that you could just select what layers you like by default to be off and on. And then someone's going to say, yeah, but that's what you do. Right. Are we done now? Bang. Save that. So I'm just going to do the same thing again. Cam processor, file, open recent, booby. No, that's not what you do. File, open, job. There we go. Gerb 27 thingy. Now I'm just going to look at the silk screen. I'm working, even though I can hear all this kids screaming and shouting outside, driving me nuts. So with regard to Amiga and Atari ST, yeah, I don't give a... That's the thing, you see. I don't really give a crap about the machines anymore. I sort of played them both. I had both. I modded both. You know, where you put loads of extra chips and accelerators, and they're both kind of shit. But I do like the games, and I think people get really obsessed by the machine. But for me, the IP is the game, not the hardware. I do love the sound of an Atari ST keyboard, and that's why I still have one. I did spend a lot of time on Atari, but... yeah, people just chill out about it. But that's an Atari ST video. I don't know why they were freaking out so much about it. If you're talking about Atari ST, should you have to mention Amiga every single time? Oh, process job actually. Okay, that's good. So, Ash, there's one thing though. I want to do the bottom silk screen too. So if I click B place, I'm wondering, it won't put it in a separate file, will it? Or will it put it all in the same file? Do you see what I'm getting at? That's the top silk screen, but what about the bottom silk screen? Can I add additional tabs to this? Is there... Alex, I'm busy. Please go away. Okay? Just give me 10 minutes. Is that okay? Thank you. Okay, that was probably me escalating that up. So let's do the B... See if I do B place and T place on that, right? Let's see what happens. The B name's T main. I think it's not going to do what we want. So we'll load up the gerbil viewer. Oh, just delete the friggin' layers, please. Minus, plus. Okay. Not sure which one it is actually. So silk screen. STC? STS? We'll just add them. Seemingly one at a time. Okay. See, that's the top one. Yeah, but we don't have the back office logo. I need to shift its layer actually, don't I? No, I think Ash, you're right. We think we should just put the logo on the same layer as everything else if we can. So now we do have to do this thing where we will hide everything apart from layer 52. None. 52. So we got it there. So we're going to select that bad boy and piss him off somewhere else. There we go. So then we're going to go back to the other layer thing, and I'm going to put all, because I don't know which bloody ones I want. So I love that dimension. Look at that dimension layer. It's not even right. Nice. I think we'll get rid of that. I think it's clearly wrong. Anyway, and we're going to select that. This tool, is it? Oh. Okay, Ash, I just saw what you typed. This 20-second delay in the conversation is it can be a bit annoying. Let's do it. Let's bring it back again. So that's okay. So we can do it in the job processor, can we? Right, file. This interface is mental though, isn't it? It's not just me, is it? No. Silk screen. It was 25, wasn't it? No, 52. T.Q. Okay, process job. No, it's all right. I'm going to learn. I don't need to merge it. I'm going to figure this out. It's fine because you can save these job profiles anyway, can't you? If you want to. I remember saving them with the actual board, so at least we had a way of producing them the next time round. What was it? PLC, wasn't it? So does the there we go. I asked that about the tab. I said it, didn't I? I said it about the tab. I wasn't being very clear though, to be fair. Yeah, so if you recall, I did have that question about that. How do we add an extra tab? Okay. Silk screen things, but how do we add the extra tab? That's the $60 bazillion question. Let's get this out of the way. Just trying to suss that out now. So add, boom. And then we're going to call it silk screen bottom. So they're both PLC files. Silk screen component bot. I guess if you've got a comp, would you have a bot? What do they call? Sol. Solder mask stop comp and sol. So this would be the arsehole, the sol. Guessing that might change the tab thing. And then we're going to turn off, well, I don't know what we'd put. It'd be the B place instead of the T place, the B names instead of the T names. We don't want that. I don't know. We'll leave the dimension on because it could be useful. That's fine. And then we want our B52s. There we go. Oh, you want to rename the actual Pol Sol Plub. Oh, there's something about that you're saying about the chat box saying you're sending too many replies. I'll have a look at that. Yeah. Stream options. Monetization, cards. If one of you wants to be a moderator, post your thing and I'll add you as a moderator and then you can deal with that. Save job. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just save it. Save it. Oh, my... Forget it. Right. Mind Flare Retro. You've missed the thrills and the spills of making silkscreen layers. But we're nearly there. We're nearly there. I think we're on the... What's this correct expression? The vinegar strokes. Simon's expression, that one. So let's delete that. Add the plub. Ah, meaty. Look at that. That is absolutely awesome. Well, Tilo, you say the tedious part. Yeah, I mean, it's all... No, you're right. This is the tedious part. I was going to say it was all a bit tedious, but no, it wasn't. This bit was definitely the worst part. Oh, yeah, by the way, look at that drill file. What the frick? Do you see that? Do you see these holes here? That's the... I think that's the drill layer. I'm definitely a bit suspicious of that. The DRD. The DRD layer looks way out of scale. So I'm going to have to look at that at some point. So yeah, you can see why you might want to pay money to PCB Pool, because I'll just take your Eagle file and deal with it. They've obviously built automation for that. All right. Come on then, Ash. While I'm looking at each layer one at a time to check it for correctness, you tell us why. I have to adjust the drill job. Okay. Right, so that's looking good. I mean, these pin labels are a little bit close, but there's not much we can do about that. We have limited space, so that's pretty good. That's the solder stop on the bottom, which is pretty good. USB and stuff is on the top, so you can see the two USBs and your little handful of components. And there's not really many components on this bill of materials. The problem is, right, is time is money, and I have limited time. But yeah, I agree. I'd rather do this because it means we can also try it in the milling machine if I can find my PCB, my copper clad blanks. That'll be a bit of fun. Look, that's eating me up inside, seeing so much areas not covered by ground plane. Still, you won't see it underneath the sort of lacquer area. I could adjust this though, so the C1 isn't clashing with the It's Funky Time, and obviously TP9 label is under the USB, so I probably will fudge around that a little bit more, get that right. It's not ground plane OCD, it's ground plane correctness. You should appreciate that. What is this one? What am I looking at here? This is the actual copper layer, isn't it? But this bit here looks a bit weird, doesn't it? There's definitely a lot of I think that's what I was doing, Ash. I was putting those down, wasn't I? I thought that's pretty much my standard technique for trying to fill the ground plane in. Let's just see what it's done though here with the copper side on the top. Yeah, I mean, it looks a bit mental here too, but I guess it's all alright. They are all ground. So that's okay, I think. And then just the drill file. Great, so I think, guys, that's probably a pretty bloody good conclusion. Hey, Alex, that's awesome. I'm going to be with you in a minute. That's awesome. Yeah, I know it's bedtime. I'll sort you out. Oh, I've got coffee here too. So is there any other last minute tips, suggestions or questions you'd like to ask? Because I think we're going to wrap this up soon. Why are the 3 pin headers not in line? Oh, why are these ones here? That's because, this is awesome. If you do pin headers, and we probably can see that better actually on this diagram, this drawing. So these ones are all in line, and these ones are not. The ones that are not actually are a better design, and I have used both. That's because these will slightly, ever so slightly, bite into the pin header. So if you've got your pin header like so, I don't know if you can actually see that or not, but yeah, there's some pin header like so, this tiny thing. They'll actually just bite into it on the PCB. So this is Simon's board, his SMS2 RGB, and if you can see what I'm doing, I'm just going to turn it upside down and the pin header falls straight out. It just won't fall out. So when you're assembling it, it's way easy. And I'm just looking at these... yeah, this Raspberry Pi board doesn't do it either, but it's good. That's what... that's, I think, from the SparkFun type library. If you download SparkFun's Eagle library, it's really nice because they've got a lot of good footprints for a lot of basic stuff, and that'll be in it for sure. Any other questions? I'm happy to answer them. And they could be related to other things too, not necessarily this board, but maybe anything else, baby boomer stuff I'm doing on the channel. I mean, you got me, you might as well use me. Oh, that's a bloody good coffee. Very drinkable now. It's a bit cooler. Does that look like me, do you think? Do you see the resemblance there? Just trying to... Hi. Don't know if Jared, if you're still here, that's the 3D printed thing you did of me from an Xbox. Nice. So Ash, you're doing a lot of this sort of stuff for me. Maybe I should just outsource these designs to you and it'll save me a lot of time. You'll just be able to knock that. Did I get zapped by the inverter project? No, I had to sort of put the inverter project aside because I have some videos. I'm just trying to see what's the best way to show you. YouTube, I think. I'm going to give you the experience normally reserved for Patreon guys, and you can have a look at see what videos I've sort of in the process of uploading and uploaded. So here we go. I've got a few videos there. So I've been doing some Famiclone stuff and fixing Chinny Hill's Cheetah Bug joystick and bits and pieces like that. So just playing with games. I've done a bit of the actual, so on the shelf actually today, you might have seen it on Twitter. Remember that sort of Pelly case where I'm building a Raspberry Pi gaming engine thing? That's on the go. I've been doing that. So yeah, slightly less inverter stuff, slightly more just cleaning away the big projects and getting them out of the way. All right, I've just got to let Alex in. I feel we've kept him out of the room long enough. All right, come on then. Come on, let's see what you got. Let's see. I'm going to show the boys and girls at home what you've drawn, and you can. It's going to be really small if I do it that way. You can tell us what it's all about. Okay. So, what's this here?
That's the baddie robot.
Baddie robot.
And it's died.
And it's died, okay.
And that's the goodie robot, and you're inside it, and it has a blue core inside it.
So he's covered in hot fire, and the hot fire is coming...
in the eyes.
Yeah, so it's shooting the hot fire out of the eyes. So this is my Jaeger, and that's a baddie robot Jaeger, I guess. And that's me. Am I inside it as well?
Yes.
Okay. And that says the hot fire robot. I think that's...
That says hot fire, not robot.
No, it says hot fire and robot. It's definitely got the two separate words. Hot fire is here and robot's here. I think that's wonderful, actually. Can you put that on the fridge for me, and I'll give you a special magnet?
I want it here.
Okay, you can put it on my Tony Hart style art wall.
Where's these?
Yeah, I am missing my bid. Okay, here's a. Oh, it's always good to give your kids access to nibinium magnets. There you go. Be careful, don't eat it. Now he'll eat it. There you go. Get it on there.
I thought it was sharp.
Okay. Nice addition to the fridge for sure. Well, it's actually going on the back of his special art wall. There you go. Look, the special art wall underneath the 3D printer of Doom. Good. Excellent. A mini N64 board. My first ever. So you're doing some cool stuff. Do you have a website that you can share with all the boys and girls so that we can actually have a look at these projects and maybe somebody will want to commission you to do something or buy one of these boards. Look at this face. Look at this face you couldn't love. Sadly, no website. Oh. Well, why don't you ping me offline somewhere and we'll just chat. Maybe if you did want to sort of put them somewhere, I can sort you with a website or you can add them on a page or something. I love to talk about them because they sound interesting. They like you know your stuff here.
It's 1p 6, 16p.
106.
306.
Okay. All right. Is it bath time then? Yeah, it's bath time. All right then, guys. I better go and deal with bath time. And it's been wonderful having you here to help me along this. And I think at least we learned.
Stinky Pink.
Okay, I think we've probably learned a few things, and I'm certainly it's reacquainted me with Eagle.
Daddy, Stinky Pink.
All right, come on, get out. So, yeah, feel free to ping me on all the usual means. Patreon, Twitter are probably the best ways of getting hold of me. Email is slightly less good, but still okay. And YouTube comments are probably the least good.
Time.
All right, okay, I'm coming. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good evening, and let's do this again. It's been a lot of fun.
Daddy is coming.
Okay.
Daddy's coming.
Okay. As ever, guys, thanks for watching.